Okay, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is video 2 of introduction to exponential and logarithmic equations. So in the previous video, we did an introduction to exponential functions. So in this video, we're going to do an introduction to logarithms. Okay, so if you have not watched the previous video, you should watch that previous video. Okay, so introduction introduction to basic logarithms. Okay, so introduction to basic logarithms. Okay, so you must be familiar with logarithms. So logarithms and exponential are quite related to each other. Okay, so in the previous video, we did look at exponential functions. So we know that when we have an equation which is y is equal to a raised to the power x, this is an exponential equation. So an exponential equation is an inverse of a logarithmic equation. So an exponential equation is an inverse of a logarithmic equation, or we can say a logarithmic equation is an inverse of an exponential equation. Okay, so if I have if I have y equal to a to the power x as an exponential equation, which means the inverse of this is a logarithmic equation, which would be the logarithm of y to the base a is equal to what? X. So this logarithmic equation is the inverse of this exponential equation. Okay, so you must be familiar with this stuff. Okay, so now how can we derive logarithmic equation from exponential equations? Okay, so let's say we have a situation where let's say we have a situation which says that 8 we have 8 equal to 2 to the power 3, and we are asked, or we need to find the logarithmic equation of this exponential equation. Okay, so we know that this is our index. We know that this is our index, and this is our base, and we know that this is our base. Okay, so for us to write a logarithmic equation from an exponential equation, we need first to identify the index and the base. Okay, so the index becomes the logarithm. So the index becomes the what? The logarithm. Okay, and this your base is always your base, even in logarithms. Okay, so if I have such situation which says 8 is equal to 2 to the power 3, and I want to derive a logarithmic equation from this. Okay, so I need to write the symbol for the logarithm. Okay, so I know the logarithm of what? The logarithm of 8. The logarithm of 8. The base. What is my base? The base is 2. So the logarithm of 8 to the base 2 is equal to what? 3. Okay, so what did we say? We said that the base is always the what? The logarithm, and this is the base expressed in what? In logarithmic form. Okay, let's say we have another situation. We have uh, another situation whereby we have 100. So this 100 is equal to, let's say, a to the power what, x. So 100 is equal to a to the power what, x. So how can I write this in logarithmic form? Okay, so I know that this is my what, my index, and this is what, my base, and the index is always the index is becomes the what, the logarithm. Okay, so we say x is equal to the log of what, x is equal to the log of 100 to the base. So my base is a to the base a. So like that, I've expressed x, uh, I've expressed the logarithmic, the exponential equation into logarithmic equation. Okay, so we can be asked also to find the other way around, in which we have a logarithmic form to take it into an exponential form. Okay, such situation whereby we have, let's say we pick the same, the logarithm, we pick x is equal to the logarithm of 100 to the base a. Okay, then we have this logarithmic form, this equation in logarithmic form, and we want to take it into exponential form. Okay, so I know that my index, so this is my index, and this is my what, my base. Okay, so the base is a, so I write my a like there, that's my base, and this I know is my index, is equal to x. Okay, then I equate it to 100. So I've changed the logarithmic form into exponential form, like that. Okay, so that is how we change uh, the basic introduction to logarithms. So that's the basic introduction. Okay, let's try to do an example. So let's try to do an example on the same. Okay, so an example on the same. So an example, let's say we have example 1. Okay, example 1. So example 1 says uh, light 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 3 to the power 2 is equal to 9. That is my a, that's my a. And b, they are saying light x to the power 3 is equal to 10 in logarithmic form. Okay, so you can pause the video and try to change this exponential equation to logarithmic form. Okay, so assuming you have paused the video, let's go to our answers. Okay, so we know a, it was 3 2 to the is equal to 9. Okay, so we know that this is our what, this is our index, and this is our what, our base, and the index becomes the what, the logarithm. So this is 2 is equal to the logarithm of what, the logarithm of 9 to the base. So what's my base? My base is 3, like that. So I've expressed the exponential equation into logarithmic form. Okay, let's go to our b. So our b is x 3 less the power 3 is equal to 10. Okay, so the same thing, we identify the what, the base. So my base is what, x, the index is what, 3, and I know that the index is always the what, becomes the what, the logarithm. So I like 3 is equal to what, the logarithm of what, of 10. And what's my base? My base is x, like that. Okay, so that is how we change exponential equation to logarithmic form. Okay, so let's go to our example 2. Example 2. So in this example 2, uh, we have been given, they are saying light 4 is equal to the logarithm of x to the base 3. That's my A. B, light x is equal to the logarithm of 7 to the base what, 5. Okay, so you can pause the video and try to change uh, these logarithmic equations into exponential ones. Okay, so assuming that you have paused the video, we go to our answers. Okay, so the first one. Okay, so I know that from our previous week, we know that let's light test the first one. A is equal to 4 is equal to the logarithm of x to the base what, 3. So what was I talking about? So I know that the index is always my logarithm, becomes the logarithm. So the index, so this 4, it was an index, and this is the what, the base. Okay, so the base is 3, so I like my 3 as the what, the base, and this 4 is the index, so I put 4 here. Okay, and then I equate it to what, to x. So I've changed the logarithmic equation into exponential what, form. Okay, into exponential form. Then I go to my b. So my b, it was x is equal to the logarithm of what, of 7 to the base what, 5. Okay, so I know that x is what, my index, and 5 is my what, my base. So I take my base 5, and then x, my index, then I equate to what, to 7. That is how we change uh, that's how we change logarithmic equation into exponential what, form. Okay, so this laps up our video on introduction to basic logarithmic and to basic logarithms. So in the next video, we are going to talk about the laws of logarithm and how we can use these laws of logarithms to answer questions. Okay guys, remember to subscribe to my channel and to comment and to like the video. Thank you guys.